Good morning. Good morning. It's time to start our day. Good morning. Good morning to you and you and you and you and you and you. Good morning. So I just said I'm in full dork mode today. I am full of gratitude. I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm whelmed. I just feel so happy and grateful for the things that are around us. And so that's probably where I'm going to be jumping off today. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. So why don't we do that? Why don't we take a minute here before we even go to the mat? Make sure your phones are turned off. Starting with the basic human needs, right? Your basic human needs, your life force. Gently closing your eyes, relaxing the tongue and the throat and the muscles around your head and neck. Just sitting in that appreciation. I'm breathing. That life force is coming in and going out, and it comes right back in. And it goes out, and then it comes right back in. So if we think about all the little cells in our body, all the billions of cells in our body, when we bring our aligned mind with our aligned breath control, I always think of those little cells as like little soldiers. They get in line, right? They get in a way of moving together. So it doesn't feel chaotic. It doesn't feel anxious. It doesn't feel scary. I breathe in and I breathe out. And I breathe in and I breathe out. So grateful for this life force. So grateful for this day. I'm here. This new day, this chance to begin again. Every day is a begin again. What about nature do you love? Is it the ocean? Is it a hammock out in a field or a blanket? Is it walking in a forest? Is it petting your beasts that you live with, your four-legged friends? Is it the rain, the sun, the wind? What about nature do you just really appreciate today? The way I teach gratitude with my kids when they were little is I would teach them we are grateful for whatever we miss if it were gone. So anything around you that you would miss, like I'm grateful for my reading glasses. I'm really grateful for them. I'm really grateful that there is healthy trees around my home, for my yard, my garden. Grateful for Lake Michigan, the oceans. So take a minute here and I want you to think about what do you in nature, what would you miss if it were gone? The clean air goes back to that breath, the blue sky, the starry night. So let's take a minute here on this. What are you grateful about in nature? The sunflowers, the tulips, the dandelion greens, the tomatoes and potatoes, the garlic. Beautiful. And on this last minute here of our centering, our last minute, sometimes we get so caught up with things we have to do or things that aren't going our way or people that are hurting or, we get really into chatter. And so we're practicing this idea of just coming back to you. What's yours? What's theirs? What's theirs? What's yours? Right? So in this last minute, what about yourself? What about yourself are you grateful for? Are you appreciative of? For me, I love my sense of humor. I love laughing every day. I love it. I would miss it if I didn't laugh every day, if I didn't look for joy. I love the fact that I'm connected to spirit. I love the fact that I'm aware of yoga. I love the fact that I have so many loving friends and family. So I want you to take this last minute and what is it about you that you're grateful for? What would you miss if it were gone? The people you live with, your home, your health and vitality, your energy, your healthy digestive system, your brain that works. You can feed yourself. You can walk. You can crack jokes. You can care for yourself and others. You can feel God or soul or spirit or the divinity within. So on this last minute, just for you, what are you grateful for? What do you appreciate about yourself? Beautiful. Let's bring our hands to prayer. Please, thumbs against your heart. My mantra today is attitude of gratitude. What's your mantra? Attitude of gratitude. When you have your mantra, we'll bow our chin to our chest. We'll remember that we have a chance to begin again. We have a brand new day to show up fully, wholly. Open your eyes, see those cute little fingers of yours. And then if you haven't made it over to the mat, let's make it over to the mat. And let's do an all around. So taking your time here, go ahead and make your way to standing. All the way up to standing. Mountain pose, Tadasana, Tadasana. I want you to check in that your feet are in a number 11, right? So you're like on skis. You don't have them turning out or in. We're going to take our hands down by our sides. There's a little seam on our pants here. That's where our middle fingers want to go. Our ears want to be lined up with our shoulders. And we're going to spend 12 breaths standing in our mountain pose. Really powerful work. Okay, so if you want to close your eyes, close your eyes. And I want you to feel your standing on my own 2 feet. Standing on my own 2 feet. 12 breaths, please. Attitude of gratitude. Challenge yourself to resist moving or adding something, making it different, making it better. Just mountain pose is all we're doing. Just stand still. Feel maybe the chaos, inside of you. And just keep dropping in to gratitude or whatever it is the mantra is for you. But challenge yourself to stay still here. This is Shavasana pose standing. About 5 more breaths, please. Beautiful, right? All right, so now we're going to just walk in place, just a little bit of walking in place, lifting the heels up and just feeling the swish of your hips. Start to create that Samavriti pattern, that equal inhale, equal exhale. About 30 more seconds. How does it feel to move this body of yours? This Anamaya Kosha, this physical layer, bag of bones, bones, tissues, organs, cells, the food body. Good morning, toes and ankles, knees and hips and shoulders and neck and head. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Step together, step together, step together, step together. So these are called monster walks, really nice for the hips. Just do a couple of these. We'll take a minute here. Just walking side to side, opening up these little hips. If you want to get fancy, you could pretend you're like a skater. Want to get even fancier, you could jump over the mud puddle here, getting a little bit more dynamic. About 30 more seconds. What we're doing is we're warming up, and then we're going to do some deep stretching. Getting our bodies warm. Feeling our bodies move. The breath is the most important, though. Are you getting shallow? You getting choppy? You're forgetting it? Come back into that calm and steady breath. 10 seconds here. And 5. And 4. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Back to mountain pose and pause. Receive. So nice. Let's start to move our shoulders, reaching up and down. Little angel wings, up and down, up and down. Now, if you feel like this is pretty easy for you and you feel like you can go a little bit further today, I want you to be careful. I want you to stay within your level. Keep doing it. But if you're advanced, you're going to take these little corners here and you're going to smile. You can smile. Okay. That's for you real advanced folks. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. On this last one here, we're going to take our left arm and we're going to close it behind us. Okay, so our left arm is closed behind us. Okay, you're going to take the right hand and you're just going to tip your shoulder over, your head over, and just keep dropping this right elbow. You want to make sure you're not, your left elbow. You're not trying to turn it. You're just letting it hang. So an opening on that neck side, and we'll take 5 breaths. Some of you may find that the back of the neck is where you want to go. And so you would be turning the nose to the chest. Some of you are on more side neck. So find your sweet spot. Breathe into those tight spots. Appreciate that beautiful breath of yours. Soak in the magic of the moment. This moment, how lucky are we? Two more big breaths, please. And beautiful. Take your forehead or your temple onto that right arm and put it up. And we're going to release and very calmly release. And let's do it again, reaching up and down and up and down. So there's a yamas and the niyamas in yoga, which are kind of like the rules, I guess you could think about, like the guidelines. And one of them is santosha, which means contentment, practicing contentment every day. How can this be enough? How can you, right as you are, be enough? How can the house be enough? Your kids be enough, right? How can the world and where we are politically be enough? Where is the contentment in your life? Last one. And why? Why do we want to be content? Taking your right arm now and closing it behind you, dropping the left ear to the left shoulder and finding that opening as well. So turning on that inner gaze, where can you feel contentment right in this moment? Right? There's nothing to fear here. We get afraid when we think about the past. We get afraid when we think about the future. But in this moment, all is okay. All is well. Breathe it in, attitude of gratitude. So much appreciation for this moment. So much love. Love to give, love to receive. Before we turned on the recording, we were talking about a little baby that was crying next door for me, a newborn baby. And we were talking about how babies are born cute because you just want to take care of them. You know, if they're crying, they're still so doggone cute. You just want to. So are you. So am I. It doesn't stop. We're still so cute. We really are. One more deep breath. Beautiful. And come on up, put that temple inside that hand or that forehead and go ahead and push yourself up again. And we're going to pause and we're going to go back to our walk, just opening up again. We're going to head to the floor here, but just a little bit more movement. Just let that swish happen. Swish, 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 swish. Keep the belly lock in. Keep the breathing calm. Who's sassy? Ah, 10 seconds. 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up, grab your left hand on the right wrist and pull that over. Go ahead and rest your head if you want to. Working deeper, you might step the right leg in front, stretching out that right side. Again, all those cells in your body that are doing all kinds of crazy things, you're going to put them in uniform. You're going to regulate them, regulating your nervous system by just dropping into the breath. Right here, right now. One more deep breath. So beautiful. And come on back to center. Drop those arms, release. Second side, right arm holds that left wrist, taking that left leg in front if that's what you're doing, and stretch. What are you appreciating right now? One more deep breath. And beautiful. Come on out. Come on out. So we're going to make our way to the floor. But before we do, we're going to take a little pyramid. This is one of my favorite poses for everything, right? I appreciate pyramid because it's everything. So we're going to stand our blocks up to high level and find what we call Ardha Uttanasana. That's halfway over. We got our flat back. And then we're just going to step the left leg forward a little bit and the right leg back. So it's a short stance pose. It's just a little tiny opening. Double check that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. And then we're going to, with the left leg forward, I want you to take the outer left hip behind you and the outer right hip forward. So in other words, we're squaring our pelvis. We're keeping our pelvis nice and level. Notice how your spine is right in the middle of your mat. Some of you are going to stay here and you're going to find how long your spine is and how deep your breathing can be. Some of you are going to work a little bit deeper. You're going to start to walk those blocks far away from you where you can barely hold on to them. So you're now getting more of a hamstring stretch as well as finding a sort of a down dog arm. Outer left hip is moving behind you. Outer right hip is moving forward. Where's your head? Where's your neck? Where's your mind chatter? What can you appreciate here? You can turn those blocks down lower if you want a little bit more of a challenge. And as always, if you think you're really advanced here, that means you're smiling. You're soaking in the joy, the peace. 3 more breaths. It's moments like this where I just sit in the gratitude of yoga. Gosh, I'm so glad I know about this. I'm so glad I know about this path. All right, soft bend on your right knee. I'm sorry, your left knee. Soft bend on your left knee. We're going to step both feet together. And guess what? We're going to switch. So we're going to step that left leg back, the right leg forward now. Outer right hip is moving back. Outer left hip is moving forward. Coming to first level, because we don't know what's going on this side. We have to give it some time to open. So we're going to find our pyramid, Parsvatanasana. When you're ready, maybe you'll go further, maybe not. Four more breaths. One more deep breath. Now you decide what you want to do. Bend your right knee, step the feet together. Some of you will go to down dog. Some of you will go to child's pose. Some of you will go to broken toe. I'm going to broken toe. But if it doesn't feel safe for you for whatever reason, I want you to go to something else, down dog or child's pose. And 5 more breaths wherever you are. Three, two, beautiful. And now everyone, please coming to tabletop. Okay, we're going to point our toes back and we're just going to stomp. Just spread your toes and just thud. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Eye of the needle, reaching your left arm underneath. Bring your left cheek to the floor if that feels okay. Interlace your fingers and pull. What are you grateful for now? Working deeper, you might extend your right toes on the back of the mat. Letting your shoulders shrug. So nice. Coming back to hands and knees, going back to tabletop. Some of us might go up to downward dog. Some of us might stay where we were. Switching sides, please. Taking your right arm underneath now, interlacing the fingers. Again, maybe you'll do left toes on the back of the mat. Keeping your mind on the moment is going to get lots more out of it. So stay here. Where specifically does the breath go? Where specifically do you feel that stretch? 2 more deep breaths. And when you're ready to come out, go on back up, please. Downward facing dog. What time is it? It is right now. It is right now. Right now. Good. Come on down, 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 down. Beautiful. Okay. So take a moment here to do a little check in on yourself. Let's see how you are because we're going to have one of those do it yourself moments in our class. So I want you to take a little pause and see what's going on. Okay. What do you need? Do you want to have a chest opener right now? Do you want to have a hip opener right now? Just take a moment, sit completely still, right? Completely still, and just receive. Where do you feel sensation or tight or stiff or sore or uncomfy? Okay, now you get to choose. If you're looking for an opening on the chest or the neck, I'm going to recommend either a fish pose, right? Where you have your pillow and your block. You could do this, or a little bit more cushiony. You could have a bolster and a little ramp here. So if you could do the fish pose. If you're wanting to do more of a restore, you could take your bottom up on a block and do like a bridge pose where you're really bringing the weight into the shoulder girdle. Or you could take flat back Baddha Konasana where you're taking your feetsies on, your kneesies on the blocks. Okay, so I want you to find a position. What we're going to do is face yoga. We have not done this probably ever in the Kylo classes, but I love to do it. So find a position that feels really suitable for you today. And I'm going to give you just a minute here to get organized. I used to wait tables, and there was a man who came in every single day and he would have blueberry pancakes. His name was Ed. He would come in every single day and he would finish his pancakes and he would wipe his mouth and he'd say, "Oh, time to get organized." And he'd go get organized. So time to get organized, y'all. I appreciate it. Okay, so here we are, we're organized. You're balanced. You're steady. Now, we're going to take our face and we're going to point it towards the sky. So I want you to feel that your nose is pointing straight to the sky. Your eyes are open and you're looking straight at the ceiling. We're going to imagine that our face is a clock. Okay. So up by the hair, up by the forehead is the 12. Down by the chin is the 6. Right. And then the temples are the 3 and the 9. So see your face as a clock. And I want you to take your eyes and look towards the 12. So look up towards the hairline. Do you feel the strain perhaps of the muscles around the bottom of the eyes? I want you to look at the hairline, but see if you can relax a little bit through the eye muscles. Keep looking at the hairline, the 12. And now look back to the ceiling, back to the neutral. And now look towards the chin, look towards the 6. Again, do you feel the little muscles that are active here? Are you straining anyway? You're looking down towards the chin, down towards the nose. And then back to neutral, back towards the sky. Now just gently close your eyes and receive. Good. Open your eyes again, looking at the ceiling. Now we're going to go to the temple, turning to the right. Look towards the right temple. Do you feel any straining on the muscles around the eyes? See if you can look to the right, but still stay soft. And back to center. Now look to the left. Keep looking to the left. Keep relaxing the work. So grateful for my vision. So grateful for it. So grateful that my brain works and I can move my muscles on command. One more breath. Beautiful. Look back to the ceiling and then gently close your eyes. Receive. All right, open your eyes again. Now we're going to go around the clock. Look to the 12, soften the muscles. Move to the 11. If you're faced for a clock, you're at 11. And 10. Looking towards your eyebrow, either one. And 9, straight to the temple now, either one. 8, down to the cheekbone. 7, down to the jawline. Keep relaxing. 6, down to the nose or the chin. And a 5, back to the jawbone. Relax. 4, to the cheekbone. 3, to the temple. 2, to the eyebrow. 1, relax. And back to 12 to the hairline. Keep relaxing and relax. Close your eyes and receive. How are the muscles around your eyes? What are you noticing here? Our eyes are closed now and we're just receiving. All right, here we go. We have 2 more things to do, and then we're going to change topics, but stick with me here. Open your eyes again. Now we're going to go the other way. And part of what we're doing is not only muscles, but we're working our brain, right? We're using a meditative skill here to focus our brain, benefiting the balance of our lobes. Okay, open your eyes, look to the 12 again. Now we're going the other way. So turning to the opposite side now, go to the 1, the 2. Keep relaxing as you're working. 3 to the temple. 4 down. 5. Are you noticing any strain? Soften. 6 down towards the chin or the nose. 7. Keep relaxing the rest of your body as well as the eye muscles. 8. Keep breathing. 9, you're at the temple again. 10, up towards the eyebrow. 11, back to 12, back to center. Close your eyes. All right, here we go. Now we're going to speed it up, and I want you just to challenge yourself to hang with us. Ready? Go to the 10. Center. 4. Center. 10. Center. 4. Center. 10. Center. 4. A little faster now. Center 10, center 4, center 10, center 4, center 10, center 4, center 10, center 4, center. Close your eyes. Last thing. Eyes open, please. Find the 2. Center 8. Center 2. Center 8. Center 2. Center 8. A little faster now. Center 2, center 8, 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 center. Close your eyes. 5 breaths. Appreciation. One more deep breath. Beautiful. Everyone now, please roll over to the right side and roll all the way over onto your belly for Sphinx Pose. So propping your elbows up under your shoulders, feel free to drop your head if that feels nice. If you want to look forward, do that. Just keeping your eyes closed, just feeling the curve of your back, the opposite of sitting in a chair. Some of you may want to stay here. You may even want to bend your knees, getting a little bit deeper of an opening here on the back bend. So that's one option, Sphinx or knees bent. Some of you can do what they call the Mackenzie, where you're taking your hands off the mat. You're taking your feet a little bit wider, and we'll do 10 of these. So you decide what you need. Inhale, lifting up, relax your glutes, no squeezing. Exhale, tap your forehead. Inhale, peeling up, relax your glutes, no squeezing. And down, keep your face relaxed, maybe even smiling. 6 more. If you're in Sphinx pose and you want to break, feel free to come down. 7. No squeezing of the bottom. 8. 9. Last one. Beautiful. Everybody now make a pillow with your arms and let's slide up our right leg like we're sleeping on our belly, which is not recommended, but here we can. So slide it up, check to see that it's a 90-degree angle. If you want to bring your cheek down, do. If you're working a little bit deeper, you can turn your opposite cheek down. So if your right leg is up, your left cheek is down. Beautiful. Go ahead and straighten it out and take it to the second side. So we'll bend the opposite leg. And then maybe you'll put the same cheek down. Maybe it'll be a different cheek. You do you. Are you holding back somewhere? Can you surrender a little bit more somewhere? Beautiful. Very nice. And I want you to come back for one more round of Sphinx. Some of you might take your feet as wide as the mat, if not wider, and bring the bottoms of the feet together on this round. This is really nice for the SI joint. If you've got any tension in that lower back, push those feet together, push that pubic bone down. You could take your thumbs on the third eye and rest the head. Just taking a minute here. Bringing yourself back to this moment right now. What are you appreciating? Where are you content? I am enough. You are enough. This is enough. One more deep breath, please. And very nice. Let's roll all the way over onto our backs again. This time we'll be flat on our back and we'll do a little bit of a twist called Zhitara Parivartanasana. We'll slide our hips maybe to the left if you want to, and then dropping the knees to the right. Today we'll bring our knees on top of one another and then let the top leg go even a little bit further than the bottom knee. So instead of being just stacked up, it's actually going to travel a little bit further. Sometimes it's nice to prop that leg up on a block if you feel like you have anything going on in the hips that needs attention. And we're just going to feel what we feel here. What does this twist mean to you? What does it mean to your body? Starting to create what we call the V Samavriti now, where the breathing is a little bit longer on the exhale than the inhale. Again, calms the nerves. So if you're breathing in for 4 or 6, you're breathing out now for 6 or 8. So the exhale is just a tiny bit longer. One more deep breath. Excellent. And we'll flip it to the second side when you're ready. Again, stacking knee on knee, and then maybe even taking it a little bit further. What does this posture mean to your body? What's it doing for you today in this moment? Three more breaths. And then when you're ready, you'll come back up to neutral. Taking your knees or the backs of your thighs in your hands for happy baby. Rock it out side to side. And preparing yourself for a resting position where your body can soak in the work that you've done. So what would that look like? Finding a pause. All right. As you conclude, as you take this last few minutes, and please do take them, as you take these last few minutes to let the body learn the lessons, soak in the lessons today, maybe you can also bring your attention, that mind's attention, to this gratitude of this moment. And remember, the easiest way to get into the moment is to turn on your antennas, turn on those whiskers, those senses. What does the air feel like? What is the sounds I hear? What is the smell in the air? What is the taste in my mouth, right? What do I see? So turning on those senses, those antennas, being in your moment here, right now, absorbing the work that you've done. I am content. This is enough. As always, thank you so much for jumping on the mat with me. May this work deeply be of benefit to you as it is to me. Deep bows to you all. Much love. Namaste.